Alright, doing a sound check on that. Yes. Come on. Yes. Right, I'm there. Alright, good evening everyone, to those who are watching this live and those who might be watching a bit later. Welcome to Midge Makes Super Series, Season 2, Round 3 of their Sprint and Endurance Series. We're setting up for Sprint at the minute. I think we've got a couple of people getting stuck with updates, which are running slow because they're not on a PS5, unbelievably. So I think there might be some late joiners, and we've got a new member as well. This girly Zoe. Apparently, we'll find out how she gets on in a bit. So they are set up for 5-minute sprints at Red Bull Ring, where you can have all setup as allowed, all tuning is allowed, as long as you meet those two requirements of 346 brake and 955 kilos in this Citroen DS3. I need to quickly run down the points as well, don't I? So I can actually, because we didn't get, I can do this. Boom.
Jackie
No, I was
120,
gonna put it in one.
Scary Biker 120, Artful Dodger 100, and 14 Chris CD 96, Ricky 94, Nana 91, Teflon 83, Sun Maras 32.
Hey, it read it out for me. So yeah, we got Gia Kayla on 122 points at the minute. He's in. We've got Scary Biker, he's one struggling with an update. He's on 120 points in second. We've got Artful Dodger, there he is in third, 114. We've got Chris, is next on, yep, there he is on 96. We've got Ricky on 94. We've got Nana on 91. And Teflon 83, and Summerus, don't know where he is tonight either. He's on 32 because I think he missed the sprint last time, I think. So I got just time to have a look, see who's been setting pace. It's like Artful Dodger is the man. Yep. So what's Girly Zoe doing? I can actually tell if she's modded because I can press this, can't I? Let's make sure she's got the power The car's a bit heavy, so she needs more weight reduction. I'll tell her actually. So was it 9? I forgot what the weight was now. 955. Come on. What's that? 40? Was it 55? What else can I tell? And then there's 2 horsepower down, and 3. But that'll just be down to the mods. Some will be able to get it exact, and some will be 1 or 2 off. That's quite normal. Oh yeah, Artful Dodger uses automatic transmission. He's actually quite good, and he does automatic transmission. How mad is that? Teflon doesn't use ABS. Should turn that on, really. Yeah, various assists and all that sort of stuff. Well, someone was asking me something about what does it display. Don't know. Can't remember what it was, but anyway. So, I think I just probably need to do a quick to Nana just in case she's waiting. And no ads are going to intercept. Good. Oh, does that actually come through on the stream? It should stay up. Oh, I could put some spaces in there, couldn't I? So I could put a space between Chris and Nick and those 2. No bad idea. So I don't know if we are waiting for probably maybe Scary's right on the cusp. Check the Discord as well. Let's have a quick look in Discord, see if there is anything going down. Nope. Still me saying he's on a PS4 and he's probably only going to get a PS5 by the time the PS6 drops. That'll be about right. No, maybe girly Zoe is about to take 46 kilos of weight off her car. Alright, gonna watch some cars going around them. Red Bull Ring. It's an alright track. Can be quite good actually for having close battles because you've got 3 long slipstream sections and not many corners to drop people in. Long corners to drop people in. So you end up having really difficult battles quite often when it's closely matched. So yeah, it looks like well, surely wasn't that kind of lap. It looks like Artful Dodger's going to have it all his own way at the minute. Hopefully it's going to start raining. That's going to be loud in my conservatory. We've got liveries wise. I think. Well, I don't know if Nana's going to be telling me something. Get rid of that. Don't need that anymore. So find out from there. Who is that? No, that was someone who's a friend of someone by that set. So yeah, just waiting to find out what is going on in terms of what the weight is. And Zoe's back in the room and has indeed lightened her car. PP's still well out though, so I don't know if she's not actually. I don't want to do that. Judging by that, she's not got all the aero mods either. So I look. See if she's out on track. No, she's not. But I can see she hasn't got the rear wing. Or maybe just has a different rear wing. Well, exactly the same default livery, pretty much as Gear K. Unfortunately, have drivers' names above the cars. Otherwise, that'd give me no chance. So Gear K is definitely running bigger rear wing. And don't know how much I can see there. I'll have a look while she's going around. I don't think she's got. Well, certainly not rear wing, possibly not splitter. And I'm going to guess all this lot will be running wide body. Well, we'll see. We'll see. She might be disappearing after race one. I'll have a look at her car when she's going around and see what's what. So we can get her to get the right mods, because you do need the right mods. Doesn't matter how good you are. I found that out in one race. Doesn't matter how good you are, you need all the mods. So it looks like it's going to be 7 then. And spectate. Right, so in reverse championship order. So apart from the new person that'll be at the back. If I get a chance in this race, I'll have a look at a car. So anyway, we have the lights on. I just realised I got the volume wrong, but I'll come back to that as well. So we go, and looks like Ricky's had a monster start there and is going straight into the lead. Wow, what a start that was. Anyway, where'd he come from? It was about 4th or 5th, straight to the front. And he hooked that up, perfect. So Dodger second. Looks like everyone has managed to get through the first corner okay. Dodger having a look at Ricky, but it's only a look. And no one else trying any moves. Yeah, that's definitely missing rear wing. Don't necessarily need it though. Sometimes these cars you want maximum front wing and no rear wing at all. Alright, so we've got Ricky and Teflon. Looks like Ricky, despite having a good start, managed to get that corner wrong. Oh, and Dodger has gone flying off the track as well. And he's got going again now. It looked like he might have had a wheel issue for a moment there, but no, he hasn't. So Gear Kayla versus Chris. And they're side by side and still going side by side. And looks like Chris has had to back out of that. Yep. So as they come round end of lap 1, so that's only 5 minutes, so it's gonna be a 3-lap race, isn't it? Not completely slow, these cars, not with 350 brake almost. So Chris hasn't given up this. He's right in the back of Gear Kayla, and he'll be getting a nice slipstream. It's 2/10, although I haven't said that, Gear Kayla was slightly pulling away, so might be mod difference between the cars. Did either of them run too wide there? Which gives a penalty about now, so no would be the answer. So Gear Kayla goes through. So we're getting a bit of field spread already, actually. Ricky and Teflon look like they're going to have a good battle. Dodger needs some work to do. So I'm going to have to take a look at Zoe's car, because I bet she's not running wide body. Right, okay, Kayla's gone deep there. So, can Chris do anything with that? No, he's going to follow him through. And looks like we're getting a 4-car battle for the final podium. Whilst this one continues. Ricky looks like the bottleneck. But Teflon's not been able to get past him so far. And Nana is going down the inside of Teflon. Oh, Dodger was trying to get a cut back there as well, and I think he's managed it, he has. So he's up into 4th. Still recovering from that off. Got lucky, because you can't always do that. But look at the speed difference on Nana's at Nos. That's going to be a problem for Dodger. He can get alongside. But I suspect... No, she's not using it. She's got half a tank there. Quick look at the front. Yeah, Gear Kayla's getting a bit of a lead. He's broken the toe. Dodger is trying to break the toe on Nana, which might help him a little bit, but she uses that NOS button, which she was on it briefly. I wonder if she's saving up. Well, this will be the last lap, so she needs to use all that up, surely. Yeah, so I'm going to have a quick look at... Can't really tell, those front wheels look thin to me. No, off the track. Those front wheels look very thin to me. They are thin. So I can't really tell with wide body. It looks like I've got these bumpers on. And I'll have to have a quick look at the front splitter as well. So Gear Kayla is going to win by 1.5 seconds. Chris is going to be second. Oh, they may actually get an extra lap. Let's have a look. Yeah, Gear Kayla will. Chris will. Will Dodger. Just. So they're going to get an extra lap, but the rest are going to finish. So let's have a quick look. So we'll have a quick look at this car. The wheels are thin, so there won't be. Yeah, I'm just looking for grooves down the side of the body. Yeah, it's not wide body. What about the front? Yeah, she's not got the front splitter either. So she needs quite a few mods on that car. We'll give her a heads up in a moment. So, looks like Gear Kayla's going to win this pretty comfortably, isn't he? Dodger's had a good recovery. He's got the fastest lap so far, though. But Gear Kayla needs a championship, and it was over Scary Biker who couldn't make it, so Dodger, I think, will be his next challenger. So I'll see if I can get a message in, get typing as soon as I can. In fact, I'll do it on my keyboard. Because that'll be quicker. Yeah, good win for Kaler. That'll help him along nicely. Chris will be second, Dodger will be third. And that will be that. So quick results. Dodger kept the fastest lap at the end. Kaler couldn't do anything about that. So there's your results. I'm going to see if I can do this. Wrong keyboard. I've got two here. Hide. Okay, I got one of my feeds is unmuted, and I need to find out which one that is. That one. I'm just going to mute that one. Looks like Nano just wants to get on with that. No ads, good. Oh, that's a bit flaky. Oh, Scary Bikers managed to get in the ring. Oh, that's handy. Oh, Scary Bikers managed to get in the ring. Oh, that's handy. Oh, Scary Bikers managed to get in the ring. Wow, that's unmuted there. Yes. Right, 10-minute race, exactly the same. Same reverse championship grid order. Scary will probably be nearer the top on those points, but it goes from the last round, I believe, so he will be right near the back. And we're going to go as well. Okay. So Scary Biker, Gear Can and Artful Dodger coming through the pack. Let's go on. Who got the fast start? It was Ricky, wasn't it? Maybe coming through from third then. Can he get another fast start, I wonder? All the lights are on. Go. He has. Oh, and Teflon wasn't paying attention. Don't know why he was doing that, but he's had a really bad start. And Nana's come through into the lead this time with Chris. Oh, it's going to be 3 wide. Dodger going around the outside. No, Chris cutting back up the inside. And it depends on if everyone got through penalty free or not. Well, everyone's got through. I saw Ricky get flying off the track, but then again he might have been just tagged and that will stop him getting a penalty. So Dodger goes to move up the inside on Chris and makes it, but again Chris is going to cut back up the inside. So, a bit too late, a bit too desperate. Now we've got Scary and Gear Kayla side by side. We've got 3 cars with the... Oh no, it's not. I thought it was the same livery. Scary. I thought Scary had a livery. So, Dodger is leading the pack, but not breaking away. In fact, Chris was having a very interesting, tight sort of Mansell line look into that corner. Scary rode up 3rd, Gear Kayla up to 4th. Nana has used a tiny bit of NOS in 5th. So Zoe is going to struggle until she gets those mods on. You can't compete if you haven't got all the mods. Oh, it was that going to sailing off the track? That was Nana, and Teflon's going to take that place. There's Ricky as well. And they're going to rub doors. Not done. No, Ricky has got through. Teflon's got a 1 second penalty there as well. So we've got Dodger. Yeah, I think he might be getting a penalty there, though. Let's see what happens behind him in the meantime. So we've got Scary, Gear Kayla, Chris all together. And we've all got a fair bit of pace. But Scary is going to win the battle into the braking zone, turn 3, as it's called. Yep, so what's Chris going to do? Is he going to make a move or play safe? He's sort of making a move. Letting Gear Kayla know he's there, touring car style. Dodger's broken the toe. If you can break that toe around here, you've got a good chance of holding a lead or pulling away. Not unless the people behind decide to do a bit of bump drafting. So Teflon is definitely going to lose 1 place here. Is he? No, he's not. Well, it's going to be close. Yeah, Ricky's going to go down the inside anyway. Teflon going to cut back up the inside. Has a look, thinks about it, but doesn't. So, Dodger, yeah, is now breaking away. Scary and Gear Kayla got a penalty. And it's so costly at Red Bull Ring. Chris only sort of needs to be calm, and he can benefit a lot from that. Teflon's gone deep turn 1, Nana's gone deep in turn 1. Yeah, Zoe is going to be way off the pace. Even I would find that difficult in that car with those mods and lack of mods. Anyway, so really I think the battle is for 2nd place. In fact, Zoe is probably retired actually. So what's going to happen here? So is Scary. Chris has dropped back probably too far actually. So all these two are going to do is lose ground to Dodger. We're approaching halfway already, so that'll be very, very difficult to collect that. And I thought Gear Kayla somehow had less time in the penalty box, as it were, for a moment there. Very close though. He's got a good exit out on the last corner, but if you make a move in turn 1, you generally struggle to hold it for the next 2 straights. They're kind of the best places to overtake down here, but he wasn't as close in turn 1 as he'd have liked to have been actually. Yeah, looks like Chris is falling back. He's picking up fastest sector while he's at it. But he couldn't make a move there. If you can get a move down here, then you've got about 4 corners, maybe even 6, where you could just make a bit of a gap. And in fact, Scary, oh, you thought he was going to run off the track there. 2 very, very different lines. Oh, Scary's going off. I was about to say, looks like he's got that covered, but no, he's going to, and he's got a second penalty. Really, for that, for losing time, he's got an extra second penalty, and he's going to get a lot more than that as well. That's going to be 2 seconds, I think, in a second, or second and a half. Gig has picked up one now. Chris probably, no, it doesn't look like you can see they've got penalties. We know what you can do is keep going anyway with motor racing. Okay, we've got Teflon and Ricky side by side. And having a bit of contact going in turn 1. So Dodger won't be able to see in his wing mirrors or his mirrors if there's the penalties that are going off behind him, but he's going to see that gap go up comfortably in a minute. 2.5 seconds now for Scary Biker. Chris suddenly is looking at a podium here, and I still don't think he can see. That says 2.5 seconds will become about 3.5. So he's suddenly going to be all over Scary's back end when that plays out. So let's have a look. Yeah, he is. So, but he's only sort of in attack range, really. Oh, he's picked up a penalty himself. Good old Red Bull Ring. It's always about the penalties. I'm just wondering if this Zoe is going to have a modded car for this endurance, if she's got a chance. I mean, no testing, you got to test as well. But they'll be running all the wide body, wide wheels, full body kit as well. Got to put all those on. I did a race, what was it, in Nissan GTR, and I don't know if I forgot or thought it might be quicker in a straight line. I think I just forgot to put wide wheels and wide body kit on, and not only was it about 2 seconds a lap slower around Autopolis, I think it was, or I was about 2 seconds a lap slower than I would have been anyway, or you know, really struggled anyway. I think I ended up 4th or something, but it wasn't just that it was slower over a lap and slower around corners, but it absolutely minced its tyres as well. So the wide tyres appear to last a lot longer as well. So yeah, you're at a total disadvantage without putting the wide body and wide wheels on. You don't always need to put a rear wing on some cars, as I said, but you have to put the wide body kit on. You can't do it without. Yeah, so I think when I put I had to stop twice in that race in that Nissan GTR, and then when I put wide body on, I only had to stop once, and I was about 2 seconds a lap quicker. Totally different. So Nana's crossed the line in 7th, and Dodger can only lose this by making a heinous mistake. Gear Cannon looks comfortable 2nd. And Scary's going to be comfortable 3rd, and Chris is going to be comfortable 4th. Straight down to these two, isn't it? And but it's not because Teflon has a 1 second penalty. He's catching Ricky pretty fast though. So not sure if he can do anything. He's got to hope Ricky makes a considerable mistake, really. So we got Dodger coming around the last couple of corners. So a bit of sound wind, probably what he should have done in the first race. Because he's had the pace by the because he's the fastest lap again. All in the 34s, which is pretty good. It's a good half second quicker, really, than Gear Kayla. And Scary on their max laps, fastest laps. Chris will be fourth. Yep, Teflon lost ground because of that penalty. Ricky didn't get one. Seems fairly happy with that. And that was that. So let's have a look. Results. So Dodger wins, fastest lap. Gear Kayla second, Scary third. That will extend Gear Kayla's championship lead, even though Dodger's picked up 2 points on him. Because of the first round, I think, overall, something like that. Chris in fourth, Ricky fifth, yeah, Teflon. So what I want to try and do is... I'll just do this as well before they reset the lobby. No, shifting back doesn't work. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, you bugger. I'll come back to that. So, I think... Oh, lobby's been reset already, has it? Okay, well, I think she might be off to do that. So I'm just going to pick a victim to watch. Let's have a look at Scary on his PS4 setup. And then I'll do my comfort break stuff. currently back. So what's the going on? Scary is fastest there at the minute, but get Kayla fastest lap. So I was going to have a look to see if Zoe's got all the stuff on her car. Actually, that looks pretty good from what I can see. Not running it as low as Chris. She might be just setting that up now. Got rear wing on. Looks like the skirts are there. Looks like a wide body might be. Let's have a look on this. Power is there. Weight is there. PP is... Oh, hang on. No, I'm looking in the wrong place. Update that. She's short 7 horsepower, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. The PP is quite down though. That's usually an indicator that they're missing something significant. If she goes out, I'll have a look at the car. She's probably still sorting out a sort of configuration that can get her on track, basically. Other than that, everyone else looks okay. And I need to do... Yeah, we'll see. So, have anyone done a lot of laps? Yeah, we've got Scary's done quite a few laps. Sounds quite good outside this car, doesn't it? Sounds quite good inside actually as well. I'll put... Well, that's going to be a baptism of fire. She's not even turned a lap. Does that really say 5 degrees C? That says 05 degrees C for the temperature of the car, doesn't it? '06. Well, that's cold. Anyway, all looks good. So we're in... Well, it should have been the finishing order of the last race, but we got it in almost full, not short grid order, that is. And Nana's had that's a Teflon, had a jump start. But I'm not too sure what that grid order was about, I don't know. But I don't know what's going on in the chat. That's a big squabble in turn one. Kayla is probably realising that the grid order was wrong. No, he's got going again. It's a Scary Biker leads, and he needs that, especially if Kayla's going to carry on from right at the back. He's stopping and starting. I don't think he's too sure what's going on. I imagine there's a load of chatter going on that I can't see. Nice glowing brakes and Teflon. And Anna is going. No, don't know what's happened with Gear Kayla. Sometimes it's wheel problems, sometimes it's screaming kids, you don't really know. But anyway, Scary leads, but he's got his hazards on, yeah. So I think this is going to be a restart. So can I have a quick look at what the setup of this car is? Suspension looks soft. Let's say that's not necessarily a bad thing in these kind of cars. Yeah, I thought so. Wrong grid. So let's do that again, I think. So let's see if we can get the grid in. Right, it should be in the finishing order of the last sprint race. Which would mean Nana, Teflon, Ricky, Chris. That looks about right to me. Zoe will be at the back because she DNF'd. And again, I will do that just in case. And get to that view and watch someone who is in the middle somewhere. So it looks like we're going to have different tyre strategies. Nana and Zoe look like they're going to start on the mediums and get Kayla. Is timer going? Timer's not going. It is now. Alright, 30-minute endurance. Bit late, but not too bad. Get in the mid-pack. Oh, here's anyone running NOS? Yes, Teflon is. He's the only one. I'll watch him, see if he does a massive beast start off the line. Go. No, but it looks like the front two had a good getaway. And we've got Ricky making a move down the middle, which has now become the inside. But it looks like everyone's getting through turn one okay. So Dodger and Gear Kayla are going to battle. Gear Kayla has a tyre advantage. Does Dodger know that? He's gonna try and defend. He was closing the door a little bit, but there was a car in the way. So Gear Kayla gets held up for at least a couple of corners while he needs to get those tyres to work. Bit of field spread. We've got Teflon and Zoe now looks like she's able to run at the pace of this lot. Now she's got some mods close to where it needs to be. So Dodger may or may not know it, but the longer he can hold up Gear Kayla on those medium tyres, the better for him, for Dodger. every few corners counts. Because once Giacchela gets past, he's gone. Dodger's gone wide there though, and that'll probably be a penalty. Yep. So Giacchela will be past, but even then I still think you want to try and get past before that penalty plays out. And he's having a look, but not able to do anything. And who else have we got? Yeah, none on the mediums. Oh, we've got Giacchela and Scary. Scary's had a much better exit than Giacchela. He's on the hards. No, I thought he might. If he gets ahead, he's going to really ruin Giacchela's race. So unfortunately, he can't quite get past, and he's going to need to. Every corner he gets held up on those whilst he's on the better tyres. It's going to cost him. So Dodger's doing a good job here of holding him up. But unfortunately, say that 5-second penalty, he's not going to be able to do it beyond this corner. And I'm going to watch Scary to see how much he actually gains. So Giacchela is going to go through. And Scary is just going to get into slipstream. But he's gone wide. He'll be getting a penalty now. I'm sure of it, yes. So that does keep Dodger safe. Right, let's have a look through the field. Chris has got a penalty. Zoe's running much better now. Teflon and Nana are going to have a battle. Ricky's at the back. He's on the hards. Oh, he's gone round as well. I saw him going round on the circuit map. So Giacchela now needs to extend that lead as much as he can. He's not using as much fuel as Dodger is, or Scary for that matter. So where's the other highest medium runner? Is Zoe, who is gapping Teflon and Nana and Ricky. So it's gone one back too far. So this is a battle worth watching, but it's not going to last that long. Dodger might not know it, but Scary's going to drop a little bit, but not much. Big power cars don't tend to suffer too much. He's gone wide again though. Left his braking too late, and again I think he's going to get another penalty. He is. Be cursing that one, I'm sure. Chris had a penalty and he's got another one as well. So easy to do in that last corner. And everyone else has spread a little bit. It looks like Ricky's catching up with Teflon. I think Teflon's probably made a mistake actually. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a night race finish. Yeah, front three, even four. So before it goes dark, let's have a quick look at this car, see if it looks like it's got all the mods that's required. I think it does. It just looks like that suspension's really soft. It looks like it's lifting at the front and the back under acceleration. How is that possible? But so soft suspension doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be slow, because sometimes, and a big heavy car, heavy-ish car, big heavy car by default, you can actually make it quite drivable. So Scary drops more ground on the alternate strategy, or whichever strategy, the hard tyre first strategy. So what sort of times Giacchela putting into? He's in a 29.1. And Dodger is only 0.3 slower. That's good pace, that's useful pace. Scary's not been able to do a penalty-free lap, I don't think, yet. So difficult to judge his pace. Likewise with Chris, I think, as well. He could maybe possibly take a second off those times. Nana's had a bad lap. No, it's not. That's the timing's being completely wrong. Teflon has lost loads and loads of time. Absolutely loads of time. How's that happen? That's wheel disconnect sort of time loss, that is. So that's like, yeah, Gear Kaner has started to begin to gap Dodger. I think he might just be trying to get his lap technique together. So faster sector. He's got loads of fuel on board. We'll check to see if he's doing any fuel saving actually. Everyone else settling into their strategies by the looks of it. Just looking at how Teflon lost 30 seconds. So now 2.5 seconds that gap at the front. So 28.9 versus 29.5. It's still doing pretty good pace, Dodger. And he's, yeah, half a second or so over on Scary Biker at the moment. But look at that Scary doing his, being a bit erratic and suddenly putting in a faster first sector. Could be fuel related though. Heavy cars, don't know. Thirsty cars, possibly. And Kayla's lost half a second, hasn't he? So I don't think this medium tyre strategy is going quite to plan for Gear Kayla at the minute. He's going to have his work cut out. And I'm guessing, since they will have to run mediums and hards, given the nature of this track, I'm guessing it's only going to be a one stop. And judging by the amount of wear, we've nearly done 10 minutes already. Oh, Dodger's gone wide. I think he'll be getting a penalty. No, he's got away with that. Don't know how he got away with that. And it wasn't a 35, it was a 30.1. So yeah, that gap is eking away, but it's not. I mean, ideally you want to be about a second faster on better tyres. And Gear Kayla is not there. And so Dodger is still putting in fast first sectors. There's not a lot to that first sector, but it all counts. And Chris has had a bad lap and is within sights of Zoe. So she's doing quite well now. And she has all the mods. Ricky has a huge lead over Teflon, so I don't know. I say you'll probably have to explain somewhere what happened on the Discord or something. But although Gear Kayla is not leaving Dodger for dead, he isn't getting much tyre wear, is he? His mediums are barely worn anymore. In fact, Dodger's going in the pits. So Dodger thinking he can do 20 minutes on the mediums. He hasn't got a lot of fuel left. So is Gear Kayla going to attempt to get round to that 20-minute mark, but not on that amount of fuel, he's not, and he is short shifting. So he's on the fuel save. That's why he hasn't been dropping Dodger like mad. So I have to look, see what Dodger does when he comes out, see if he's doing fuel saving when he comes out in the mediums. Chris running along nicely in third, so in fourth, and he is out in the mediums. So does he go immediately into fuel save? Red line, red line, red line, nope. Red line, nope. He's not fuel saving at all. And Nana isn't fuel saving. Probably should have been on these to be. Teflon, respect to him, is soldiering on despite whatever cost him 30 seconds. So Kayla's, I imagine, aiming to do it's at least 2 more laps here, isn't it? So where's Dodger? He's there, and sometimes you come out the pits and just redline it, forgetting he's supposed to be fuel saving, but no, he's still hitting the rev limiter or using shift indicator, so he's not doing any fuel saving at all. Right. Yeah, Kayla adjusting his lights, I think. Trying to find out which is high beam and low beam. I needed to do that the other week in a VR race and I forgot about it completely. Oh, Teflon's gone off. That's one way of getting out of the way for the leader. So still running pretty good laps, Kayla, and low 29s. That's scary with another penalty. He's racking them up. I think he's only had a couple of free laps. He's got a 29.7 there on the hard tyres. What we need to see is what Dodger's sector times even are going to be. Let's say what this lap's going to be, but see what his sector times is going to come up and get a sector time in a minute. Well, in a few seconds. Yeah, I think Zoe was adjusting her lights as well. Oh, well, that's not fast. Scary's in the pits. Out of fuel. Literally out of fuel. He ran out of fuel last week. Mid-race, which is a disaster. Oh, it looks like they're all coming in and it's all fuel limited. All deciding that they are not getting round on that fuel, so it's a fuel save, it's a fuel limited race, not tyres. And yeah, Kayla is the only one I've seen going round who's saving fuel. And given that Dodger stopped, and the others as well have stopped before 15 minutes before half distance, and it's all been fuel limited for them, then the way Dodger is going, he is not going to make it to the end, is he? He's used a quarter of a tank already. He's not. He's on a 2-stopper. So it could be 2 strategies at play here. It could be the 1 stop versus the 2. Fuel save versus just go for it. Let's see how that plays out. So Scary has come out on mediums. Chris is out on the mediums. Zoe is out on the mediums again. So she will need to stop again. Unless, of course, she didn't notice the rules, which is always a possibility. Ricky hasn't stopped. Teflon hasn't stopped. He's got hardly any tyre wear at all, though. I mean, he might be suffering from a 30-second time loss somewhere, but he's doing all right in the tyre wear. So Kayla's going to stop this lap. And let's see, well, he's made it past half distance, so he can make half distance on the fuel, so he can probably fill up and go faster, red line. Rev the engine more. And you can't make the mistake of using the diamond to decide where to fill up when you've been fuel saving, thinking you can then go flat out, because it calculates how the fuel estimate based on how you've been driving, not based on the fuel consumption of the car at full tilt. So if you've been fuel saving and you come in and you pit and it says the diamond is set to, say, you know, I don't know, 8 laps of fuel, and you want to go flat out, you really need to put in about 9 laps of fuel. And it makes the calculation quite a lot harder. So where's Dodger? He's coming around the last corner. Gear Kayla has short fueled a bit, but that is enough. 17 minutes to go, pretty on full attack, and he's come out of the hards, and he's managed to come out ahead of Nana, which is handy. So Dodger, faster tyres, but 5 seconds back. Scary with another penalty. Chris on the mediums. May have enough fuel, I don't know. Hopefully Zoe hasn't misread the lobby rules, which is always possible. Or she might just do 1 lap on the hards at the end. That could be a strategy. Yeah, Ricky's still going round on the hards, and he's done well on that fuel mileage as well, hasn't he? He hasn't stopped, has he? No, he hasn't stopped. He's doing really well on that fuel mileage. Yeah, Teflon is definitely coming in. And Nana is losing time getting lapped, and she's getting out of the way of Dodger. He slides it out the last corner. So get Kayla 44 and a 48 in and out lap. Dodger 44 and 46 in and out lap, so he's picked up 2 seconds there, but he's not going fast. 32, I don't know if that was, I doubt he lost 2 seconds getting past Nana, I'm sure. So that gap at the front is going up, and the gap to third is actually closer. If Scary can just drive without getting penalties. And why is Dodger losing so much time? Because he is losing loads of time, isn't he? He's going right backwards into Scary's hands here, and he should be going towards Gear Kayla. What's Gear Kayla going to do then? It is a 30.8. And Dodger is going to do a 32.3. Scary is going to do a 29.5. This would be the fastest man on the track at the minute. Chris is all on his own in a safe 4th place. Let's see what time he's doing anyway. Flashing. Get out of my way. Doesn't need to be in that much of a rush though. So he's still cruising on. Hopefully she's going to do a stop rather than pick up a minute penalty. Well, I haven't said that. If it is only a minute penalty, she's 45 seconds ahead of Ricky. And lapping quicker. So she may not actually need to stop for the hards. I mean, she can, and plenty of time to do so, but she might be able to take that full minute penalty and still not lose a place. So let's see how Gearcada's been getting on with this lap. And last corner. Doesn't run out and run off the track. And he's still in the high 30s. No, still in the 30s. Yeah, and Dodger is losing time to Gearcada, and he's being caught by Scary Biker. And I'm sure Scary is seeing this now. He just needs to not get track limit penalties. And at the speed Dodger is going at, and I couldn't tell you why. He's getting full throttle on the indicator at the bottom, yeah. So he's not like got a throttle problem. And after keeping up with Gearcada on the hard tyres versus the mediums now, he's going a bit deep there. On these mediums, he's struggling for pace. So we should have a battle for second place here. And fairly soon as well. Yeah, it just looks like... I don't think I've ever seen a car. I mean, in the real world, yeah, sometimes you get a harder compound tyre can be quicker sometimes. Depends on the track conditions and blah blah blah, loads of factors. But in GT7, I cannot think of any situation where softer compound tyres are slower. In fact, Dodger has finally got into the 129s. And let's have a look. We've got 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes left. He's on less than a quarter of a tank. He hasn't been fuel saving. That's strange. So I was going on board with Scary, thinking he's going to catch him this lap, and now he's falling back. And he's put some more consistent times now. He's stopped getting those track limit penalties. So solidly in the 29s, which I think was what Gearcada was doing on the hards. Yeah, laps 7 and 8 you can see. So Scary's got a good pace. And Gearcada's lost loads of time as well, hasn't he? He had over 8 seconds. Oh, that's strange. Ebbing and flowing race. He's obviously made a mistake somewhere. Find out what his lap time is. 29, 30. No. Dodger's coming in. So, wasn't fuel saving. Wasn't going fast. And then he needs to stop again. Where's Chris? And he's coming around the last corner. Oh, he's coming at some back markers right at the wrong moment. Didn't like that. But he's going past Dodger according to that. So, it's going to be really close, isn't it? Like you can see him on the outside there. And he is in third. So Dodger needs to do a bit of overtaking if he's going to get on the podium. And Scary is doing pretty well, but again, that fuel, 5 minutes, 1.5 minutes lap. Is he going to do 2 or 3 laps on that? Hard to say. 2 laps he'll be alright. 3 laps he's in trouble, I think. Oh, Dodger has managed to get past Chris. Where did he do that into turn 4? Yeah, that's a long way back. So Chris did make a mistake. No, well, Nana did in the background. So it looks like he's supposed to just drive round. Well done. So he's got that podium position back, but I say he's given away second place here, so Kayla, what was his lap? No, it wasn't that fast. It wasn't that slow. It is high 30s. So Scary was going quicker, and even though not such a great lap, was still quicker on that lap by quite a bit. But I'm not convinced these timings, gap timings, are working properly in this for some reason. Mind you, we did have an update for GT7 today, so who's to say they've introduced some sort of weird timing bug? I wouldn't put it past them. So yeah, Chris is hemorrhaging loads of time to dodge that. Zoe's in, so is she going to go on the hards? She's got over a minute to Ricky, so plenty of time. So Ricky must be a lap down then, judging by where he is on the track. Yeah, he is, isn't he? So plenty of time. Let's see if it's going to be... Oh, she's only splashed and dashed and is out in the mediums. So she'll be getting a minute penalty, but it won't matter. So I think she'll have that 5th anyway, but she's going to discover when she gets to the end of the race, why do I get a minute penalty? Oh, I had to change, I had to use both compounds. You're always cursing the game when that happens. Huh? And then you realise, oh. Scary's actually come out behind her, hasn't he? So he's about to put a lap on it. And does she know about blue flags? May not be an issue. And Ricky is actually... Oh, it's 152 behind the leader. I've been reading that wrong. It's only 12 seconds behind, and Zoe is going to get, so she's going to drop. Well, it depends when the timer runs out, crossing the line. She'll be in for a bit of a surprise. Shame, she had a good race there, though, for a newbie. Yeah, it's a good Kayla now cruising away. I think Scary is probably an emergency fuel save. He's only got to do this lap though. He's got past Zoe alright. So it's big field spread. Doesn't happen that often. Chris is probably hoping he doesn't have to cross the line here. And I think is he going to slow right down to... Oh, Zoe, well, she's going to get penalty anyway. He's going to just stop and wait for the timer to run down. 2, 1, 0, and then he's going to go over the line. Yeah, waiting for final lap. There you go. Well done. So anyway, that's one way to get your fuel to the line. Make sure you do a lap less. So solid win for Gear Kayla then. Strategy that didn't work for Dodger. He has got the fastest lap though. When did he set that? He set that a couple of laps ago. It really is worth short shifting in these cars. So Gear Kayla wins. And Scary's going to come in second. So that's going to championship order as it was at the time. I'll say I'm sure Zoe has done medium, but it's not showing a penalty there. Ah, it is now. So Ricky's gone past, but Teflon didn't. I think you'll find. That was a 2-minute penalty. Ouch. Only cost her 1 place though, because of the laps. So Gig Kayla wins, well done. Scary second, that's keeping it close at the top of the championship, especially with Dodger in third, Chris fourth, keeps it all pretty close actually. Ricky fifth, Zoe 2-minute penalty for not using both tyre compounds, and then Teflon Nana. So that was that. Alright, so round 4 will be 8:30 on Thursday next week. And I think I'm here. I'm thinking I might be away that week, but we'll see. It might be the week after, actually. Anyway, yeah, so catch you then.